Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel, I hope. Everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Did Todd Chrisley get Botox immediately after release? Did Todd Chrisley get Botox immediately after his release from jail on May 28, 2025? When he appeared at his Friday, May 30th, press conference, he looked incredible, as if he hadn't aged a day. Fans started to wonder what he had done, as Todd was going backward in time. So, did he undergo any cosmetic procedures? Keep reading for more details. Did Todd Chrisley get Botox immediately after release? It is no secret that Todd Chrisley is a vain man and is all about coloring his hair and keeping himself young. Everyone was clamoring to get a first look at him when he left his Pensacola prison camp because they wanted to see the real Todd. It was an exciting idea to see him without any facial help and gray hair. Yet the first photos Savannah Chrisley shared showed Todd in sunglasses and a hat. It was hard to tell what was going on underneath. Then he emerged on Friday, May 30th, and he was refreshed, years younger than ever before. Immediately, fans and followers wanted to know what he had done. He was even asked why he looked so amazing, fit, and healthy after more than 2 years behind bars. Todd noted that he had nothing to do in prison other than read and work out. Therefore, it was easy for him to get in even better shape than ever before. He also added that he did not have any cosmetic work, including Botox. However, he did joke that his Botox from before going away may not have worn off. One reporter who was at the press conference said this to Todd Chrisley. He jokingly called it the BOP, Bureau of Prisons, glow. Todd went on to add this. Does anyone believe him? Despite attributing his fresh look to a prison glow-up, did Todd Chrisley convince all of his fans and followers? He looked exceptionally good and refreshed. Plus, Botox can kick in as soon as one day. Therefore, there's a chance that he had a little something done before he went live. After seeing Todd for the first time in over 2 years, fans were blown away by his appearance. The world will likely never know if Todd Chrisley had a little freshening up before his live press conference. Regardless, he looks phenomenal and his family is thrilled to have him back. When Todd Chrisley was released from federal prison earlier this year, fans expected a quiet, somber re-entry into civilian life. After all, the Chrisley Knows Best star had just served over a year in prison for bank fraud and tax evasion. But what the public got was something entirely different. A fresh-faced Todd, stepping into the spotlight again, and looking suspiciously smooth. Naturally, the internet exploded with theories. Did Todd Chrisley get Botox immediately after walking out of prison? One fan asked on X, formerly known as Twitter. Another chimed in with a meme comparing Todd's post-prison mugshot to his newest selfie, from federal to fabulous in 48 hours. But is there any truth to the Botox buzz? Let's unpack the face that launched 1,000 theories. From prison blues to dewy glow. Todd's public reappearance came just days after his release, and jaws dropped. His skin looked taut, his forehead suspiciously wrinkle-free, and his trademark smirk was perfectly symmetrical. For someone who had spent months in a correctional facility, fans expected at least some signs of stress. Instead, Todd looked like he had just wrapped up a week at an exclusive spa. That's when the Botox rumors started to swirl. Body language experts, estheticians, and armchair detectives from every corner of the internet zoomed in on screenshots and red carpet candids. It's the telltale frozen forehead, one beauty vlogger declared. The man couldn't raise his eyebrows if he tried. But is it even possible? First, let's look at the logistics. Could Todd have even gotten Botox immediately after being released? Technically, yes. Botox appointments are quick, often 15 to 30 minutes, and require no recovery time. If he had a skilled practitioner on speed dial and a car waiting outside the gates, he could have been sitting in a Beverly Hills med spa by dinner. And let's be real, if anyone would prioritize a wrinkle-free rebrand, it's Todd Chrisley. He's long been vocal about his commitment to looking polished and camera-ready. From designer wardrobes to personal grooming rituals, Todd has never shied away from investing in his appearance. In one classic Chrisley Knows Best episode, he once joked, "I moisturize more than a Kardashian before a photo shoot." So the idea of Todd making a Botox appointment part of his freedom checklist, entirely on brand. His inner circle weighs in, according to an anonymous source close to the Chrisley family, and yes, it always starts with an anonymous source. Todd had been planning his post-prison comeback for months. The source told a popular celebrity blog. Todd made it clear to everyone that he wasn't coming out looking like a mess. He said, "If people think prison broke me, wait until they see my glow-up." That glow-up allegedly included a consultation with his longtime aesthetic nurse, a teeth whitening appointment, and, yes, a subtle round of Botox. Julie Chrisley, still serving her sentence, hasn't commented publicly. But fans believe if anyone would support Todd's face-first freedom strategy, it's his equally glamorous wife. Todd's side of the story. While Todd hasn't directly addressed the Botox speculation, he has posted cryptic messages on social media. In one Instagram story, he quoted Dolly Parton, "If I see something saggin', baggin', or draggin', I'm gonna nip it, tuck it, or suck it." He followed it up with a selfie featuring a smooth, glowing complexion and the caption, "Reborn, refreshed, redeemed." Interpret that how you will. In a recent podcast appearance with his daughter Savannah, Todd did laugh off the speculation. "People think I had a plastic surgeon waiting outside the gates," he joked. "Sweetheart, I barely had time to hug my kids before y'all shoved a camera in my face." But he didn't deny anything either. Fans are divided. The response from fans has been a roller coaster. Some are delighted to see Todd looking sharp and ready for a comeback. "If I did a year in prison and came out looking like that, I'd shout it from the rooftops," one fan wrote. Others are more skeptical. "This isn't a redemption arc, it's a Botox arc," said another. "Maybe start with therapy before the fillers." But perhaps the most popular comment online comes down to simple admiration. Say what you want about Todd Chrisley, but the man knows his angles and his injectables. Could it just be good genes? Of course, there's always the possibility that Todd's post-prison glow is a result of healthier living. Several sources say he spent his time inside staying active, reading, and avoiding processed food. One guard reportedly said Todd was one of the most polite inmates and kept himself occupied with fitness and Bible study. Maybe the fresh face is less about Botox and more about internal peace. Or maybe, just maybe, it's both. The verdict? At the end of the day, whether Todd Chrisley got Botox the moment he stepped out of prison or not doesn't really matter. What does matter is that he's clearly preparing for a very public second act. And he wants to look the part. In true Chrisley fashion, he's returning to the spotlight not with his head down, but with his chin up and brows lifted. Metaphorically and possibly medically. Whether you believe it's a syringe, a skincare routine, or just good lighting, Todd's re-emergence is classic reality TV gold. Dramatic, shiny, and just a little too smooth to be true. And in the world of Todd Chrisley, that's exactly how it's supposed to be.